Hi, I'm Kitty Lamprecht, and I will be your physiotherapist just after your operation. And this video is just to give you a little bit more information about what to expect just after your operation. So this is the day before your discectomy, and one of the advantages of doing this way is at least you will see what I look like without a mask. So when I see you just after the operation, we'll all be wearing masks. So my goal with this is to give you a little bit of information what happens just after the operation, but also to explain to you why our program is set up the way that it is. So the first and the most important thing to understand is that the disc in between the vertebrae is like a little balloon with jelly in it. So it's got an outer rim that is a ligament, and then it's got a soft center. Because it's got a soft center, it's got pressure. And what happens in our daily activities is we push the pressure up too high, and it tears the outer rim, and some of the jelly then runs out and sits in the canal where your nerve is supposed to run. And that is why your leg is so sore. What is important to understand is that we really need that disc and that jelly, because if we lose all of it, then the vertebrae is bone on bone, and that will narrow the canal in any way, and then we are on our way to a fusion. So we try and protect as much as possible of the disc. So during the operation, Dr. Lamprecht will just make a small window into the bone, as he explained to you, and he will just clear out the canal, which means that in the next 6 weeks, we hope that the body will form some scar tissue so that we can keep as much as possible of that jelly center that's remaining intact. So the whole program is focused on keeping the pressure in the disc as low as possible. And one of the key things is not sitting. So that is important to remember. So when you wake up from your operation, and at the end of this video, I'll send you a small demonstration about everything that I've just spoken about. So the first thing that you will notice, you'll be lying on your back. You will have a catheter in, a drip, and you will have a drain that comes out of the back. And it is imperative that you lie on the back for about 4 hours. It gives compression on the wound, and it helps that there's very little bruising around it. After 4 hours, it's a good idea to turn. So because of all your appendices around you, it's a good idea to ask the nursing staff to help you to turn. You will also notice that you've got something around your calves that's pumping. That will help the circulation, but you can still move the legs. So it's important to understand that during those 4 hours, you can pull the legs up, you can lift your hips up a little bit to lie more comfortable on your back. And then after 4 hours, we can turn. It is important that you remember that we want to lie flat. So if you are going to have a meal, it is best that either you turn on the side or the whole bed can be tilted. So if you're lying flat, then at least the bed can tilt so that you're a little bit higher, but you cannot sit up. That is extremely important. So the top of the bed cannot be lifted. And sometimes the nursing staff, don't remember what operation you had, and it is your responsibility to make sure that you remind them if they want to lift the bed up. Okay, so the next day after your operation, I will see you early morning. We will stand up, and then your drainage, and your catheter will come out. And from there, we will start to stand and eat. So it's just about the evening meal and breakfast that we're either going to do on the side or with the bed tilted. Okay. And that is the most important things to remember for your first evening. After that, I will bring you a home program, and every day I will explain to you what is expected of you for that day. Please remember, no eating from about 12 o'clock, and also to remember to wash with all the things that they've given you. I hope you have a good evening, and I'm looking forward to see you soon.